really divine GPSing. And if we are in alignment, then when we're in best alignment, then we're able to kind of stay in we're staying in our lane. So cancellations, delays, mishaps, all these things that keep coming up, I challenge you to step out of thinking and operating and only deciding in your intellectual space. I have to challenge myself that. But begin to challenge ourselves to build our spiritual muscle. And sometimes that requires a spiritual health day. That's what I did. And I mean, went in on the spiritual health day. Went in. In fact, my spiritual health day spilled over into another spiritual health day. So I know we all are familiar with mental health days, and fortunately, that's no longer a stigma or a taboo, that we can be responsible for our mental health in ways that we're proactive prior to the breakdown. We can say, I'm at capacity. My cup is full. My plate runneth over nearly. And we can take those days to rebuild and to position ourselves to be able to move forward. Gone is the time for us to keep wearing this superwoman cape, to keep pretending that we got it all, can do it all, can handle it all, can survive it all. And at the end of the day, yeah, all of those things are probably true. We've proven that over time. And that's what creates our patterns to keep reinforcing those negative behaviors that really don't serve us. Especially the more we decide we're up to new and good and healthy things, the more of those things that seem to come our way. So nobody's coming to save us. Nobody's going to do it for us. Nobody's going to create pathways and strategies for us on our behalf. We are the ones. We have to do that. We have to be responsible for that. And you've heard me say before, when I talk about responsibility, I'm not talking about after the fact, oh, look what happened, look what I caused. I'm talking about being responsible proactively for creating the pathways that serve us best, that serve us well. So sometimes that's some deep soul searching. That's some real looking in the mirror. That's some real reflection. Because a lot of times when we are in those spaces, we begin to project upon others. Other people not doing the right thing. Other people aren't doing what they should be doing. Other people caused this to fall apart. Other people caused this accident, collision, calamity, chaos. Other people we can always see. And those are projections. And we have to learn to look at ourselves. We are often that constant equation when these patterns are there. We're the constant in that equation. And we don't need to run from it. We need to run to it. Stop running and being in this pretending space that I got everything, I got it all together, I can handle it all. Why should you? Who asked you to do that? Why are we creating these cages for ourselves? Why are we driving recklessly throughout our lives, ignoring stop signs, red lights, and not going through green lights? When we're in the flow, when the signal is yes, you got this, that's when we want to stop. That's when we start backpedaling. That's when we start operating in fear. Is when we have the green light, things are in the flow, and then we back up. We start questioning and second guessing and self-doubt. I want you to pay attention to those things. This week, tomorrow, the weekend, start some self-observation and just watch yourself when you have those moments where you're getting signs. And it may not even be big things. Why do we need to have big things? You know what? Let me leave with this. In our medical world, we can talk you through the signs of a stroke. So if you're having weakness, slurred speech, if you're having poor vision in one eye, if you're having numbness or tingling in your face or your hand or we start to learn the warning signals of physical distress. It's a heart attack. If you're having chest pain, if you're having jaw pain, if you're sweating, if you're feeling lightheaded, those could be the warning signs of a heart attack. You know, we begin, and that's a good thing, we begin to become present to physical warning signs. I'm challenging you to become present to spiritual warning signs, things that are built to protect us, things that are in place to guide us, things that are in place to lead us, to help us, to be a resource to us that come from within. And maybe you don't feel like you have that kind of connection. It's okay. It's okay. Like any muscle, building it requires lots of practice.